2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Oh.
Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And the Orlando Magic, 7 years removed from the Dwight Howard era, still rebuilding. Kenny.
Don't forget to bring the family to an upcoming game where we're giving away free t-shirts. First 5,000 fans will be able to get free Pelican basketball.
As you can see, I've got my poetry face on.
Get on your feet for the starting lineup.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season. Last season, they split the series with each team able to win on the road.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot.
And I doubt more than a handful of experts would have put AI on their Rookie of the Year radar at the start of the season. But you simply can't deny the change he's made for his team.
AI wasn't getting much consideration at all when the season began, but he has forced his way, Greg, into the conversation with his play. He seems to get stronger each game. Intercepted. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Fournier gets a wide-open look, nails the wide-open jump shot. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Payton finds Randall. The season now starting to take shape, Brent. We have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There seem to be a lot of familiar faces, Kevin.
I agree.
Yeah, always.
But that's okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because in the beginning of the year, we have to do those radio shows and make predictions. Some of our predictions are coming true, thank goodness.
I know. We look smart, don't we? Or
I don't know about that.
You know you look smart. I don't. You look smart.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Randall. He had 25 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Vucevic has got his first basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Payton kicks to Holiday. Outside Mirotic. Looking to end the run. And there's the nice layup by Hill.
Yeah, Hill burrowing inside, and because of his size, he's able to do that, get around the rim and finish.
Jay, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jay's got 6.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Holiday against Fournier. Holiday, the pass to Randall. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
Here's Holiday. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And always always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get, so it never seemed to faze them.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Gordon. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And Simmons subbed in for Augustine. The pass to Joseph. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is New Orleans. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Pass to Okafor. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Took him no time at all on that one. Ross has got his first basket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by Ross. Stolen by Bamba. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
That free throw good from Ross. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Okafor. A baseline J. Simmons pulls it in. Orlando leading by 11. Here's Jay. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Jay's got 8.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Dellavedova. Rebound by the Magic. From 18 feet away, and no good, trying to use the glass. Here's Clark. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Dellavedova, the pass to Diallo. From past the arc, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this. We caught up with AI to talk about his chances of being named Rookie of the Year.
I honestly feel like the race is still wide open right now. All the other rookies have had great seasons, but we've all had a bit of struggles at the same time. So really, I think that whoever shows up in the next few weeks is going to be deemed the front runner, but it's still a race that's going to come down to the wire.
And you know what, AI is absolutely right when he says this will be a close race.
It's just too much talent in this class for it not to be. If AI keeps playing the way he is, there's a good chance he separates himself from the rest of the pack.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
You got Diallo. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Ian Clark, and it's Okafor in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Hawks lit up the floor. He finished with 42 points, and he did not miss a whole lot from the field. The basket must have seemed pretty big. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, D.A. It was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Ross. The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players, is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting in a training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your win. And I wonder if there will be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by Orlando. Jay, he's guarded by Hill, and the basket by Gordon.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pelicans trail by 18. Holiday surveying the floor. Outside Mirotic. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around.
Well, many people had some high expectations for Elfrid Payton when he was drafted 10th in 2014. His offensive game has come along nicely. He sees the floor. He scores on the inside. I don't think he'll ever be a perimeter threat. And defensively, he could be a little bit more active.
Fournier is checked in for Grant.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Brent, as you mentioned, as good as Payton has made himself with the ball in his hands, his defense is holding him back.
Yeah, and some of those areas of weakness are easily addressed. You just can't get yourself out of position by overthinking possessions or gambling too much. It's just not a good way to go. So as much as you're the lead guard with the ball.
And so it's Orlando holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And we saw his work over the first 2 quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
And the offense is at its best when they get him the ball. Every time down the floor, maybe one touch to ignite the offense.
And so in the game for the Magic, inside we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Jay in at the 3.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And he dunks it down.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Out to Payton. Launches a 3. Fournier pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Mirotic dishes to Holiday.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm. And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Augustine against Payton. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Trying to get open is Randall. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
That one is good from Jay. Jay's got 20.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Holiday goes in. Outside Hill. Pass to Holiday. Over Gordon. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's got 5.
Now remember, this is a former All-Star in the Eastern Conference, Drew Holiday, knocking down the mid-range jumper.
To the middle. Here's Mirotic. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Mirotic has got his first points of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Down low. Here's Jay. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Mirotic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. It's deflected. It's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle. Diallo comes in for Mirotic. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Hill. And it's Joseph in for Elfrid Payton. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Gordon. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job.
Right.
Because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Joseph has an open look. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jay, and the layup's good off the glass. Jay's got 27 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's a minute left in the third. Okafor with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
Well, for a guy who really struggles inside the three-point line, Dellavedova with a nice move there.
Here's Jay. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 29 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Joseph against Grant. And Joseph kicks to Diallo. Passes it to Okafor. They get a hand on it. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Holiday, another one falls for New Orleans.
Flawless pick and roll motion there, executed to perfection by Drew Holiday.
And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And Jay's checked in for Orlando. Evan Fournier comes in for Terrence Ross. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Mirotic is out there with Holiday. Then there's Payton. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Randall in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And it's blocked, but they recover it. They get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Pelicans.
And the first one drops. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Mm-hmm. The shot's good.
That shot was all about Holiday and his ability to see the floor and the open man.
1:39 left in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
First personal foul. Shooting for Orlando.
And the first one drops. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. And the free throw is good from Jay. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft. And Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the
17-year-old, I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot of these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Orlando. The Magic have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly a motor that does not stop.
I always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
Back to Holiday. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Drops in the tray.
Love the rhythm that Drew showed on that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Jay, the pass to Simmons. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
Yes, good game, fellas. Good game. Yes, sir. Big time shot. Yeah. Big time shot.
Who is your favorite person to compete against when it comes to pool?
I like to beat up on my...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
You gonna give him a hug?
Happy Valentine's Day.
He wants a hug.
Happy Valentine's
Day. Oh, man. Good to see you, brother.
Oh,
good to see you.
Happy Valentine's
Day. Get a room, you two.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Don't touch me.
I don't want to mess up your makeup. That's Shaq. That's Kenny. I'm Ernie. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
MCM back, all fans in attendance will receive a poster of Steph the Magic Dragon.
You won't match that. You need second slide through.
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. This crowd is really rip. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, the fans wanted it, and it's now happened. AI will be in the dunk contest at All-Star Weekend. Now, you remember that dunk that went viral jump-started his career, so maybe a little poetic justice here. Now, I asked him if there was anyone he would turn to for advice, and he said there's a guy named Flying Dragon who I played against. One of the best dunkers I've ever seen. Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. I know the fans were clamoring for AI to enter the contest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen what he can do in game situations and definitely impressive. I mean, with a clear runway and all the time in the world, I am sure AI will leave us speechless with what he's able to pull off.
Chris, looking at the year so far, teams that made big changes in the offseason starting to develop now some chemistry.
Well, it takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where a great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, we say chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand your players and what they like, where to get them the ball, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling because now you feel like, okay, guys, we've gotten through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. We have an identity. Let's go out and be us.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Batuma's out there with Williams. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Kemba Walker. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 spot. Here's Jay. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Walker looking for an opening. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Vucevic on him. Shot from free throw range. No good from Lamb.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that. That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Walker against Augustine. Walker finds Lamb. Puts it up from 12. Good as the jump shot falls. Lamb's got his first points of the game.
And this is one of the things Lamb does best, scoring off the pick and roll.
The shot's good from Jay.
Their hot start keeps getting hotter. 5 for 5 now to keep things going.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
Lamb, good.
He's able to shoot comfortably in motion. Lamb's a scoring threat from anywhere on the floor. Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
To the middle, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And right now for the Magic, they've been a surprise success, showing prognosticators what they're really made of all season long.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
It's one of those games where home court played a big role. It might have been a different result if they were in their own building.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Isaac comes in for Gordon. Fournier is checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine.
And 10 of their last 12
coming off assists.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The free throw off from Jay. And Fournier over to help. Monk kicks to Waiters. Drills the three-pointer. Waiters got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
It's good.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Waiters on the wing. Pass to Zeller. The 19-foot shot. That shot, no good.
Off target with what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
And he dunks it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Fournier. And Bamba pulls it down.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Parker with the bounce pass. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. And the Hornets miss again.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Jaron Grant. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Pass to Kaminsky. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. From deep. And Evan Fournier good for 3. Fournier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Orlando Magic in command. The 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. And it's Waiters in at the 3 slot. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him. Affecting the shot.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He had 41 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight,
1:15 left in the first half. Jay, the shot, no good.
aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Parker outside. He dishes it to Monk. Kaminsky, the pass to Monk. Here's the three. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Grant against Parker. Kicks to Waiters. To the inside. Here's Kaminsky. And again, the Hornets missing. Orlando's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Down it goes. Nice one there from Jay. Jay's got it. Got 23 points.
Well executed. And then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Here's Monk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up, and it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Here's Waiters.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
And so it's the Orlando Magic rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan, you know.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Jay in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Augustine, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Always a solid all-around player. Marvin Williams' improvement from range has made him a little more dangerous.
Well, think about this. Over his first 3 seasons, he shot under 30% from distance. That's not good. But in recent seasons, he shot over 40% a couple times. That's great. That'll keep you relevant in today's game.
The Hornets have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Walker against Augustine. Outside, Batum. The three-pointer is right on target. Batum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Magic have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. So for the Magic, Mahimi's checked in for Vucevic, and Simmons subbed in for Ross. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Williams. Batum with the ball. He's got 8. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Orlando. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Charlotte just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for the Magic, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Right wing. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. To the middle, and stolen by Zeller. The shot's good from James.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Walker against Augustine. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Walker's got 5.
The focus, the precision. Walker is okay to shoot with the hand in his face.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Jay, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. Augustine against Walker. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, his stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Good. 31 points for Jay.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The shot's good from Jay.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Walker. He kicks to Lamb. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by the Magic.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they found a weakness in the defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He feeds it to Zeller. Outside, Walker. Ball's knocked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got 7 points.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Don't miss the high-flying action this All-Star Saturday night as the NBA's top slam dunk specialists do battle in the slam dunk contest.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
checked in for the Magic. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Williams comes in for Bridges, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Bacon. And that one falls for Zeller. We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in, say, 7 years, what names come to mind?
That's a great question. I mean, you have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, but just the potential. I know what you're saying there, Kevin. I mean, Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak.
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so... you could just go to all the young teams and say, these guys are next. I mean, all you got to do is look at the rookie, sophomore, the phenom game and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talent. But, yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Williams is down low with Zeller. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. And it's Waiters in at the 3. Parker against Grant. Parker finds Biyombo. Over in the corner, Zeller. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Fournier. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. Parker passes to Biyombo. Here's Monk. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I love the fact that he has great confidence in that jump shot. Monk does a great job of shooting with quickness, but never rushing.
The shot's good from James.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
And the shot goes in. Jay's got 45 points.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Parker against Grant. 6 to shoot. Here's Monk. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
And he sinks the second. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Here's Jay. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Here's Kaminsky. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
Pass to Jay. From deep. Misses. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
see that? That's what I'm talking about. Man. Good game, baby.
Had him right there. Yeah, pool, ping pong, bowling.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A great event coming right up, the Rising Stars Challenge. Welcome to 2K Sports. I got the big diesel here, got the jet. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be Team World going up against Team USA. Love the young talent that's been assembled here this evening. The best first-year guys versus the best second-year guys. A chance to go head-to-head and really determine who's top dog right now. Should be a fun one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
They can see I'm the one, so they hate. They don't want to see me shut it down. But I'm not the case. My enemies, they congregate. And they go on dates. Talk about me over food and wine. Snakes from the paparazzi on yourselves.
And so off the tip, it's Team USA. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So Team World's five right now. We've got Doncic, Bogdanovich out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Jay, and it's Tice in at the five, down low.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around.
Simmons on the wing. Floats one, and the layup is up and in.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Mitchell passes to Carter. Simmons pulls it in.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
No good from Jay.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Yep, that one goes.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
Now, here's Doncic. It's stolen by Carter. Young outside. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside, Tatum passes it to Mitchell. Clock at 4. Over Simmons. And it's Mitchell missing. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Here's Simmons. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Excellent precision and focus from Simmons. Feeling nobody can guard him down on the block, and he's right most of the time.
Here's Young. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Here's Jay. Jay. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Young against Simmons. Mitchell up top. It's good from the top of the key.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now here's Simmons. The shot's good from Jay.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Mitchell kicks to Tatum. Young outside. Pass to Carter. Outside Tatum. Fires it up. No good. Shot missing. And Team World will come the other way. Simmons passes to Jay. Carter with the block. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Team USA trails by 4. Young taking his time here. Here's Mitchell. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's the pass to Jay. And Jackson with the block. Young with the ball. The high post shot, and he nails the jumper. Young's got his second basket.
I mean, you can rely on Young from the mid-range. This guy knows how to flat-out score the basketball.
Jay, rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
We talked about his roster of players for the Rising Stars Challenge. He said, I look at this group from top to bottom and think to myself that these will be the faces of the NBA in just a few years. Each and every one of them has a lot of talent and a chance to be truly dominant in this league. Well, Kevin, we'll see if his prediction can come true. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
And here's Team USA, trailing by 2. And Team USA decides to take their first time out here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
A platoon swap here for Team USA. And here's Team USA now. And here's Porter. Here's Bagley. And again, Team USA, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now, here's Fox. After the miss from Jay, and Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2.
That's his substitution.
Now, here's Fox. Defense right on him. Carter dishes to Mitchell. Back to Carter. Pass to Bagley. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Team World. Jay's got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got De'Aaron Fox. Jason Tatum is out there with Bagley. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Team USA. Team World shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Team USA have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Okobo, defended by Young. Good ball movement here by Team World. That gives them the lead. Jay's got 4 points this quarter.
Good ball movement. Wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Now Young. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And here's Team USA now, following the bucket by Team World. Back to Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, the awareness of Young, just demonstrating that he's capable of spotting the open man.
Kicks to Doncic. Okobo, defended by Young. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Jay, the pass to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Doncic, guarded by Tatum. To the inside, Jay, and that one is hammered home.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Here's Young, following the bucket by Team World. It's rebounded by Tice. And it's Team World with the ball. Jay, the pass to Tice. Stolen by Mitchell. Right side, Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Team World leads by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game. Jay's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Team USA trails by 4, so Team World's 5 right now. Bogdanovich out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Jay, and it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 20.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
And Young kicks to Carter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Team World, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Both free throws good from Jay. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tatum dishes to Young. From 12 feet out. Jackson passes to Carter. Outside Tatum. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Jay. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Doncic. No good that time. And Team World will come the other way.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Outside Tatum. Plenty of space. Tatum with another miss. And Simmons has got the ball here for Team World. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Team USA trails by 8. Down low. Knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. To the paint. Young with the steal. Here's Tatum. And it's good off the back rim and in. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Tatum not bashful about pulling up now. He's got a nice, efficient mid-range jumper.
Young against Simmons. Young left side. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Boy, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Passes it to Mitchell. Over Bogdanovich. That one's in there. The Team World lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Mitchell.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Stolen by Jackson. Young with no one around. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Young. And a change for Team World. Markkanen's checked in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, Greg, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Musa passes to Jay. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. That free throw, no good. A different look now for Team USA. Bagley comes in for Jackson. And Porter subbed in for Tatum. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Team World.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Jay, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Team USA trails by 3. Fox kicks to Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And Porter drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. For the tie, and Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Good ball movement here by Team World. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And it's Team USA with the ball. A 2-point game. Fox kicks to Mitchell. Rebound by Team World.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The shot's good from Jay.
Well, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Mitchell outside. Carter kicks to Fox. Pass to Porter. Mitchell in the corner. 6 to shoot. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
And now the first timeout called here for Team World.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
John Collins, he's checked in for Team USA. Mitchell's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. There's the pass to Osman. He kicks it to Markkanen. To the paint. It's stolen by Bagley. The drive by Mitchell. It's deflected. Here's Jay. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Team USA. Trailing by 2. Pass to Mitchell for the lead. A rebound by Jay. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Fox passes to Mitchell. Porter kicks to Fox. Passes it to Bagley. And the layup's good off the glass. Bagley's got 5 points so far.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Fox passes to Porter. Kicks to Mitchell. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Bagley with the bucket.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
Bagley's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Inside, here's Jay, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jay's got 39.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
And he's just an attacking player, a guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
The shot's good from Jay.
Kevin, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Here's Fox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Mitchell outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Collins. Young is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Porter. And it's Bagley in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Team USA. Young's shot is off. Takes the 13-footer. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Team World. And Young kicks to Collins. A pass to Fox. Back to Collins. Young in the corner. Outside Porter. Some nice ball movement by Team USA. Here's Fox. From down in the low post, it goes.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Jay, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Team World.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot.
So Team USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Hey, I'm Dan Indra, and I am still a game designer.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to one of the most exciting events of All-Star Week, the NBA Dunk Contest. We're thrilled to bring it to you. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. What you love about this event, there's a combination of force and grace that's needed to prevail. Obviously, some of the top athletes in the game competing for the Slam Dunk Trophy. Should be a fun one. Looking at the NBA Dunk Contest, Kenny, wing players seem to have an advantage. Most recent winners stand between 6'5" and 6'7".
Yes.
All-Star action is on the menu tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And this place is going crazy. Tonight, we bring you the dunk contest, the greatest aerial display the NBA has to offer.
And you know, this has become one of the jewels of the NBA season. The fans love to watch it. The players love to take part in it. It's just a terrific night all the way around.
And when you talk to the players, it's easy to get a sense of how much they've been looking forward to this event. They are fired up.
And here we go with Donovan Mitchell. Sometimes not easy to go first, but he gets the honors here, and we'll see what he decides to go with first.
That was wicked. Wow. That was wicked. The self-toss, catch it, through your leg, and on the way down, you...
So it'll be Marcus Young here. Second up, looking to make some noise with his first dunk of the night. Nice timing. But that's about all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Nice timing.
Head at the rim, but
good elevation, too.
I do like the little touch there.
Yeah, I like the misdirect.
And here we go with Jason Tatum. And third on stage, making... That's good.
Like that.
Yeah, we've
this
seen
guy
this.
Man, he just got major elevation.
He does.
One bounce, catch it, go through the legs and throw it down over the head in kind of a...
And so here's Jane. Batting cleanup. He's looking to close out the first round of dunks with a bang. Oh, he couldn't get that one down.
Yep.
Oh, man, that looked like a good one.
Not sure if it was his...
Tatum's got a lead and some brief. And here we go with Donovan Mitchell. All right, here he comes. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
My goodness.
What's this?
Hello.
What's this?
Hello.
Oh, that is so hard.
Sick.
So it'll be Marcus Young here. Mark, I don't know what we just saw. No, I don't know. Look at that. It's like, oh my gosh, how did he do that? And here we go with Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he just took it off. He just took it right off his head almost.
Look at that.
And then, did he go through his legs? Did he go through his legs after he took it off his prop's head?
But jumped over the guy. And so here's Jana. All right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And, Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
No, what was it? His best?
What do we got going on here, Clark?
He elevated, but
gosh.
nothing happened afterwards.
Yeah, you can see that. Lost it on the transfer.
Just kind of airballed this one, Kevin.
Like the ball came out of his backside there.
Yeah.
Tatum's got a vamp, and here we go with Donovan Mitchell. And here he comes with another one. Oh, I like that. That is a good one. Now, this has something to it.
Yes, it does. It has some choreography to it.
Yep. So it'll be Marcus Young here, our second contestant with his...
He took that one off. Nice.
Yeah,
he came straight away and then went 360 after he took it off his hand.
That was nice.
That was a nice pirouette.
And here we go with Jason Tatum. Here we go. That's good. Yeah, he came hard charging right here.
Now that one was special.
Like a freight train.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, through the leg.
And so here's Jay now. He's got the honors of being the final dunker of the night. You know he wants to end with a bang.
Boy, that's painful.
Yeah.
That's
What
painful
happened
to watch.
there?
Yeah, I think he just lost his balance.
Aborted takeoff.
Yep, that's exactly.
And let's look at the final results of the dunk contest. Incredible acrobatics and artistry from this year's champion, Jason Tatum.
Man, oh man, did he ever wreck the place. I don't know how he was able to pull off some of those dunks.
Me either, Clark. I mean, there aren't many guys on the planet with that kind of ability.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course,
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA All-Star Game here in Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Hornets. I'm Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. One thing we've seen lately, much of the best talent to recently enter the league is now in its prime. We'll be watching in
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Kemba Walker is out there with Harden. And there's Embiid, and it's LeBron James, and it's Durant in at the 4 slot.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Book it on the money from James.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Embiid. Here is Durant from downtown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Here's LeBron. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on George.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now here's LeBron. Fades back. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
Here's Westbrook. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harden against Westbrook. Durant for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Durant's got 6.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Book it on the money from James.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Harden kicks to Embiid. George against James. Six to shoot. With the fadeaway. Again, the West All-Stars.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Passes it to Jay. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But, hey, it's the All-Star game.
1:41 left to play in the first. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. He said this is one of the few times he hasn't had to worry about defense heading into a game. He told me it's nice knowing that. The more scoring there is, the better it is for the fans, and that's really why we're here. It's hard to argue with that, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here is Harden following the basket by Stephen Curry. The offensive rebound. Durant, that's good. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Jokic is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Butler comes in for George. Lillard's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Curry. Here's Young. After the made shot from Jay, Durant, again the West All-Star.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Paul against Young. Paul passes to Lillard. Tries from the block. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And that one's good. Durant. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Here's Jay. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 14 points for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Get ready for your
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star. New players are now for the East.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Andre Drummond is out there with Embiid. And it's LeBron James. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Here's LeBron.
About that athletic.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Are you? Oh, my goodness. And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim when he's. Oh! Talk about bringing it.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Here's Jay. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Poke loose. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
He's got a clear path. Here's Jay. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Here's Harden. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. The shot's good from James.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Now Harden inside. Embiid.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the East All-Stars.
Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
We've got Antetokounmpo, Russell Westbrook out there with Curry. Then there's Jay, and it's George, and at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. To the inside. Here's Durant. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
Here's Jay. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's West now. James finds Embiid. George against James. Outside, Walker. Right side, Durant. Clock at 6. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Here's Jay. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Here's West now. Trailing by 2. And Walker kicks to Harden. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jay. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
And Embiid with the block. James kicks to Durant. Offensive rebound. Harden, no good.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star Game, to see plays just like that.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat.
So both teams making some changes here.
And you know,
and so here are the West All-Stars. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Embiid is out there with Marc Gasol. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Harden, and it's LeBron in at the 3. No good from Gasol. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
Count it from 12. Gasol's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the West All-Stars. Jay, covered by LeBron, and it's Towns on the follow.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
Harden surveying the D. In the corner, it's James. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Curry passes to Jay. James Harden with the rebound. And here's the West with the ball. To the paint, stolen by George. And they're pushing it up. And here we go. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Curry. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
LeBron's gone even 50% from the field, 5 of 10. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harden bounce pass. James kicks to Embiid. And the pass to Harden. You look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody's got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Jay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Embiid.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A big group substitution here for the East. Whiteside's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Towns comes in for George. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Steph Curry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Young comes in for James Harden. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kemba Walker.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Just 5 on the clock. James has a two-pointer. And too long on the shot.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
Whiteside finds Lillard. Here's Jay. Towns trying to get open. And there's the basket. Good from Jay.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And just love seeing Young share the ball. When he's focused on involving his teammates, it just makes everyone better.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. Here's Jay. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Jay's got 40 points.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And stolen by Butler. Pass to Jay. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Boy. Yo, big win, fellas. You could not miss it. Man, I was on fire.
Man, keep it up.
What's up, AI? You need something?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if any endorsement checks have showed up since I was last here.
Nah, sorry, man. Check later.
Okay, no worries. I'll come back later.
I heard good things about your last game, sir.
I hear good things about your door, Spinelli.
I do my best, sir. That means the world to me. You don't even know.